Good evening, folks. Good evening. This is Spirit Journey. How you all doing? Today is May 18, 2022, and the time is now 6:40 p.m. Yes, I did my walk this morning with the gang, and boy, I am tired. I am tired. My legs are tired. So yeah, I had my breakfast and everything, and then I go on the internet and start browsing what's what's new, and I first go on YouTube and select videos and put it in the queue, and just watch a series of videos. Two of them in particular caught my attention. Yes, good morning, viewer. Yeah, two videos caught my attention. One was on, it's entitled Black College Offering Free Tuition to Ukrainians. And then the other one is called WTV Presents Growing in Scarcity. And that one is about food shortages, um, especially with the breast milk. I mean, mother's formula. It's the mother's formula. You know, I think both of them are related somehow. And I want to talk about this. I first want to talk about the scarcity of baby formula. Now, baby formula is an artificial baby food. It's in lieu of mother's milk. And I used to work in the WIC office. WIC stands for, it's an acronym, stands for Women, Infants, and Children. I did a volunteer there. It was quite a while ago. 10 years ago this month, actually. I started working for them around this time. That's right. I worked for them a total of 9 months. And I had just completed my studies for my master's in nutrition. And I was looking for work. And I came across this hospital in the city. I said, hey, we could use a volunteer. And I wanted to get out of the house, and I wanted to get reacclimated in work life because I was just doing schoolwork for many years. So yeah, okay, accepted. And I was also offered a couple of months later. I was told that a few months from that time that they will offer me a permanent position, that they're supposed to be getting um, funding, but that wasn't true. But either way, um, I started working for them, and they train you what they want you to tell the people. They gave me literature for me to study, and then use what I learned um, for the clients there. WIC is designed for pregnant women, women at risk. So let's say the woman, the pregnant mom, is anemic. You can qualify. And I think you can qualify, the woman's doctor, OBGYN, and they could just sign you up. And you could make money. But if you're at risk, such as being anemic, he or she just has to fill out the form, and you submit it to the WIC office. Yeah, it's by need. If you have a need, you can qualify. And in fact, you don't even have to be a U.S. citizen, and you can be, as they like to say in New York, um, undocumented person. Yeah, it seems to be a whole racket with this. Um, but it's a great program if you need it. So you have a lot of women, um, various background. Usually, usually the women that are on this program are women with financial needs. But again, it could be for anyone. I mean, any woman who qualifies, and it's not based on income. It's based on your needs. Um, you get like vouchers for veggies, the infant milk, baby formula. So it's really great. I mean, it's great in the sense that it doesn't want people to starve. It's a great program. And I don't know any country around the world who offers this and offers it to uh, undocumented workers. And they're flocking to it. They can just come in pregnant and have the doctor sign them up if they have a need, like for example anemic, fill out the form and get free food. But what this live stream is really about now, they're mentioning that a lot of stores have shortages of baby formula, and some celebrities had put in their comments about it, and it wasn't received very well. It's a hairy situation. Um, it seems like with some individuals, they don't want to breastfeed their baby. They may feel that it's beneath them, or some they feel that they're not getting enough milk. The baby's not getting enough milk, and that's a real fear for many of the ladies. They cry, and some of them new mommies, and I feel for them. He says, I'm afraid my baby's not getting enough milk, blah, 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 blah. And you try to reassure them that a newborn baby, they just need just a little milk. I think like a quarter teaspoon. So it's really a small amount of milk that a newborn needs. And that it's enough. When the mothers don't feel it's enough, they start to cry really hard. It's horrible to watch. Um, we'll give them the milk. It's the agents there. They handle that aspect. I was just someone that will like while the women and some of them are men that go there for their because they can have babies. Go enroll the woman and the guy can go and get the award. Um, oh, what's I saying that? Yeah, so to see them cry is awful. Yeah, so I would just be there to um, give them information about the program, um, answer any questions they might have. That's basically what I did. Um, it's a lot of it's stressful working in there, very very stressful, and the mother, the parents there are stressed because you have a tight, a small location, small room, and you have strollers and all that, and it's the energy, the trap energy that's in that room. It starts to affect you. It really does. Um, but really, that now some of these, programs, um, there's a shortage of baby formula, and I've heard more than one video that talked about this. A shortage of baby formula. Now, how did that happen? How did that happen? Baby formula, it's mass produced, And you have a new mommy, and they're having a shortage, and some of these women, um, they go to the hospital, they go different places to try to, complain like, hey, where's the milk? We need the breast milk. I mean, the baby formula milk. I would panic too if that's what I relied on. I would. But it's really weird that I don't have children. I don't have any children. Um, so my understanding is not as keen as someone who is a mom of infants and is reliant on this baby formula. One parent had a check on eBay for baby formula, and it was being sold for $800. 800. It seems like this scarcity. I just feel in my instincts that this is by design. It's called social engineering, and it's it's in increments. This type of harassment on the public, as I call it. When one thing doesn't work, let's put up the fire more to get the population on edge. And at least in New York City, where I live and where I did the volunteer at the WIC office, many of these women are black women, African women, Latin American women, West Indian women. You got most of it is all women, so what they call all women of color. That's primarily who's on it. Again, anyone could apply. Again, it's you go to your WIC office where you live. You go to the you have certain hospitals that have WIC offices. So I guess which one is closest to you, that's the one you go to. Okay, and this area is an area that has a lot of the above that I mentioned. Um, so to put a halt on their baby formula, you don't think that this is going to cause a stress on these communities? Maybe to provoke fighting. I've never heard of this baby formula shortage. And I start to think, wow, um, here long ago, there was no such thing as baby formula, right? A baby from the first 6 months is dependent on breast milk. And after that, you start to introduce soft foods, you know. Breast milk isn't like for forever for a baby, for a human being. There's a season for breast milk. But now it's like with the formula, they have the baby using it longer and longer. It seems like it's that they're keeping the baby a baby longer. But what were women doing in the past? Let's say 100 years. People breastfed the baby. You had also wet nurses. And I criticize this society for making us dependent on things. They rely you on, you become so detached to your own body. Some of the women, they say it's painful breastfeeding. And so they want assistance and they get the baby formula. The society's teaching women for the easy way out. Make it easy. But easy doesn't mean good. in the long run. Because when that artificial milk runs dry, what are you going to use? They want to get their, I mean, some might say, well, they want to get their shape back, the breast will sag, whatever. But breastfeeding has your body get, your tummy get tighter. It pulls in the uterus. And so you get your old figure back quicker when you're breastfeeding your baby. It's a society. Make it easy, make it convenient, and get them hooked on it. And if they're on it long enough, the breast milk might, the natural breast milk might dry up. I'm wondering whether could that also attribute to certain breast cancers. I'm wondering if you just stop using something like, I mean, I'm just speculating. I'm wondering. I'm just asking myself that question because all this high incidences of breast cancers, and if you don't use it and you had a baby, the body might be confused. I'm just speculating. I don't know. But it's a question I ask myself right now. Yeah, this civilization is not a natural system. And I've said this in several videos. It's not a natural system. And in particular, it's not a natural system for indigenous people on this planet. It somehow it's just it just doesn't work for you as well as maybe other people. Doesn't work. I mean, it works for a season, but it damages, I think, this type of lifestyle. And again, this is not designed. This lifestyle is not designed to poo-poo any women who feel this is the only option for them to be special. Do what feels right for you. It's your body, your baby, and if you need, do you. But I see that there's consequences for what we do, and you may be stressed by it, and then the scarcity. And it's funny that where is this scarcity happening, and why is it happening? Who's going to be affected the most? Those people who are on those programs, like this, or public assistance. They may, have to look for work, what do you call it, back to work program within the local system that you have to do a certain amount of hours. And maybe during those time, you need a breastfeed, but you can't because that will work. And maybe you double the line if you pump the breast to get the milk, and then you pump the baby. It could be difficult. Not on top of what it would be challenging. This civilization has just doesn't seem to work well for the indigenous population. And on top of that, I was watching this video about Ukraine. We were hearing a lot of things about Ukraine, um, that country that dropped its weapons. Hey, how you doing, Asa? Yes, how you doing? Yeah, you have it's like you have the bad guy and the good guy, and the people that harm Ukraine are considered the bad people. And I think the game is, well, anyone who's an enemy of that country that bombed Ukraine is our friend. I mean, whoever who your enemy is, they're our friend now, like Ukraine now, because we have a common enemy. But why there are an enemy in place? And I was watching a video that was showing some of the what you call the black colleges in America is providing um, free tuition for these people in Ukraine. And if that is so, oh, thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, I don't know why the. Okay, I don't know why the. Yeah, the mic should be working. Maybe I have to keep it closer. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. You said that the mic wasn't working. Um, yeah, the mic wasn't working. Um, yeah, the yeah, it's relatively close to me, the device. Could you hear me now, Acer? Could you hear me now? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Could you hear me? Okay, okay. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. Okay. So, yeah, now I'm hearing that they're getting free tuition. So it's like the game is like Russia. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that name. That this particular country are the bad, evil people, and that they did a no-no to Ukraine, and so we're choosing sides to make a political statement. It's all about politics. You want to shame your enemies, right? You want to shame them and make it look like they're the bad guy. And so you're going to rub it in against them by supporting your enemy's enemy. And that's all that I see it as. But for a black university here in America to uh, give free tuition to foreign nationals like that, and yet people where I live, who live on the street, who do their drugs, they're in despair, they have no hope. I'm angry, but I'm thinking this shortage of milk may be also tied in with the thing that's happening in Ukraine. Could it be related? Are they sending the baby formula to Ukraine or in refugee camps? Is this what's happening? This is a concern that I have. I mean, I don't want, and no one in their right mind wants to see anyone suffer. No one. If you could help someone, provide the help. Why, why, um, what about Americans who are hurting? I mean, the past couple of years, people were losing their jobs here, and you're going to just cut the whole supply of formula that the poor in particular rely on. They're not going to be staying on home breastfeeding. They're going to be out and about. It's convenient and, you know, yeah. I worked in that WIC office and they rely on that breast milk. I'm sorry, the baby formula. They don't want to breastfeed. It's like the women want to be more modern And it's like, it's an inconvenience. Well, with the natural breast milk has all these components that baby formula cannot mimic. It can't mimic it. Don't you ever wonder why some of these people, they're slow, they're mentally slow? Don't you think it might be attributed to the lack of using natural breast milk for your child? Do you ever wonder why some mothers are very distant to their children? Well, they're not bonding with the baby. The breast milk, it's a bonding that occurs when you breastfeed. There are people who truly do need the formula because maybe the mother's on medications and it's going to affect the baby, so they have the formula. At the alphabet soup couples who would oh, thank you. That, yes, that's true, Asa. That is, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that video that I did the other day, the guys, the two guys, and the two young children. That's right. The alphabet soup. They want to consume their meals a certain way, and so they have to go to the. They probably could qualify for WIC also. Yeah, they have a need. Oh wow! But I'm thinking now with society. Oh, you remember? You got a good memory. Yeah, I was upset. Yeah, I was upset about that. Yes, that bank situation. Yo, brother. Yeah, I didn't bother to call. I mean, I called them. They gave me an address. Um, I don't see it anymore. Yeah, I had to go on the online banking, and it wasn't there that particular um, advertisement. I'm so happy about that. I actually did forget about it. Yeah, but that's a good one. Yeah, people like that who love the alphabet soup, you know, and they might rely on that too. Yeah, that's right. So they gotta go to that WIC office, get that baby formula. It's not. I mean, I'm not trying to make light of it because if you need, it's a tool. If you need it, use it. If you need it, use it. But now they pulled it from you to create a scarcity. And in Europe, was that over 100 years ago? The people in charge there in Europe created a shortage, a food shortage, and in particular Ireland. They created a food scarcity in Ireland, and it was to get them to do social engineering and for them to like starve them, but force them to come to the Americas. That's how come a lot of them arrived here, because it was a false food shortage that was done by design upon that country and forced them. Because again, if there's no food in your country, you got to go somewhere. Come to America. That's what happened. So you have in history, you had the Great Famine. That's right. So now they're creating another scarcity. How could you have a shortage of formula? It's mass produced. It's all synthetic. It's fake. It's fakery. And I don't know how something like that to be on that. I think. I mean, women, do what you feel comfortable in doing. If your breast is working, use it. But now you have a scarcity. And this artificial world is really getting momentum. Things that were natural, like breastfeeding. And now when people don't know how to breastfeed, they don't want to breastfeed, you were made to feel that only primitive people breastfeed and you want to feel modern. Right, that was a big one. But now when they at a drop of the hat, they can say, we're going to give our milk, our formula to those refugees overseas. We're going to extend it to them so that you not have a shortage. Or maybe let's say they're not sending to anywhere to create the scarcity, to get you upset, to get you fighting one another. As soon as the yes came, there's no baby. Oh, good one, yeah. That's right, Asa. That is so right. You're very, very observant. That's right. And I did hear something about the that law. Recently in the news, something about it. I forget what it was, but that would make a lot of sense. Say, hey, um, you're trying to promote this particular bill. Well, we're going to put a shortage. It's a type of warfare. Everything now is about, remember in Canada, they did that scarcity thing. Remember that? They did that scarcity. And they were stopping the trucks to enter the U.S. Again, forming a false scarcity. Allegedly because of oh, you want to get down? My little girl, my little baby. You want to get down? Put you down. Sorry. You okay, Lily? You okay, baby? Hey, my doggy's been coughing. Like, I don't know whether it's the air. Like, she'll be working at something, pretending that she's digging. And then she's like, she gets short of breath and she's like gasping a little bit. Even outside, um, yeah, I think she might be due for uh, her biannual exam. Yeah, two of them been like like a dry cough. Okay, you sent me an email. Look at it when you find the time. It's about the minute. Oh, oh, yeah. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, it should be interesting. I'll look forward to looking at your email. Yeah, the Buffalo incident. Yeah, yeah. I watch. Yeah, that's right. I showed you that I did that video the other day, and uh, Franchot Pearson. Yeah, he's a YouTuber, black YouTuber, and he discussed it again. I think in Buffalo, and he said it. Yeah, he noticed that there was too many coincidences in what the people were wearing. Like he shared that. Well, he's a Christian fellow, and he studies numerology, um, symbolism, things like that, and that you have certain colors that the system wears. He talked about what he called Tiffany blue and purple. And he started pointing out all these people uh, in, involved in what was happening in Buffalo. They were all wearing those occulted collars. And he said it's just statistically impossible that they all are wearing these particular colors. and numbers. The the the, the alleged shooter did a manifesto. Guess how many pages this manifesto? 180 pages. What does that remind you of? 180 degrees. 180 degrees is a complete turnaround. Means about an opposite. It's about opposites. And it takes 3 hours and 33 minutes for him to travel from his town to this Buffalo. And yeah, I and that lady that I showed you, the one wearing the blue jeans and then the pink top, who's like doing this movement on the ground. It looked freaky. It looked really freaky. And then she was walking in another video. I mean, another video walking like a zombie. Now, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but it looked, as I showed you on that video, it it looked staged. Everything looks. You never saw any what do you call it, ambulance. You saw police cars, no ambulances. You don't see the coroner, nothing. So you wonder what the people were really staring at. I don't believe anyone really. I'm skeptical, and I know it sounds bad for me to say that. Oh, I sound like a really insensitive black woman, right? I care about people. I really do. When I see people in pain, I feel it, and I want to help. But as I get older, and yes, I love my YouTube. I do. I'm on it all the time. Um, I started to get introduced to what they call fake news. Um, in 2014, it started. They had yeah. Let me talk about that. I didn't know I was going to talk about. Yeah, I'm glad that you reminded me about the Buffalo incident. Um, there's a trial going on in New York. His name is uh, I think Richard Rojas. That was the man. He's on trial now. Yeah, 2014, he rode his car in Times Square and ran over people. And I remember that incident very clearly. I wasn't out there at the time. I was home. But this man allegedly ran over people to kill them, and he said he heard voices. And the day before the incident, he went to the VA hospital. Yes, he's a veteran. And he said that he needed help, that he's hearing voices, but they just sent him away. It sounds like a lawsuit to me, if he really did do that. Yeah, there's a trial. So I'm wondering, I was just thinking about it today. I said, wow, all this stuff happening, in the country. Whatever happened to that guy? Because after that incident with the car, they changed everything with Times Square. They put up these barriers right after that incident, so cars could not drive through um, sidewalks and all that. Yeah. It just came to my memory. I said, "Hey, let me check it out." So I keyed in the key. I typed in keywords like Times Square. Uh, man runs over people in Times Square, and then I did find it, and then it mentioned his name. Then I Googled his name once I got the name. He's on trial finally. The trial started, I think, on the 9th of this month, May 9th. Why would it take 5 years to have a trial? 5 years. It usually takes only 2 years to go to trial. So why did it take him so long? See, that's another question. Why would it take a murder case? Because he murdered the person.
but the trial is going on right now, and it's not being televised, and it happened here in the city. That should be a big thing, but it's not. It's no news. There's no news about it really. But the thing with Johnny Depp, and I like Johnny Depp, the old Johnny Depp, but everything's on that, on Hollywood, but not something that happened right in this local area. Someone who was running over people. Why? Because he's a person of color. If it was a white fellow, then you will classify him as a terrorist. See that? So the news is being colored based on the social economic of the person, not about what was done. It's not about what's being done. It's about who's doing the crime. I don't care who's doing the crime. If you do the crime, get out. Just put them in jail or prison. No one wants them. Yeah, even that looks staged. Yeah, I did a video about that also. It looks staged. And some people were saying it was at least what they put on the internet, that some people said this is a CGI. It was a CGI thing. And, I mean, I don't know. And then when he gets out of the car after he crashes, he's acting like a monster, and it looks so fake. And some people are looking at him. Yeah, very bizarre, very bizarre. Yeah. So I think with that and some of the other things, I'm now skeptical about a lot of things. And when you look at it, you say, well, why are they showing you what what they're showing? If a bad event really happened, you'd be more tactful about who you show on the camera. But they show this really freaky looking people doing freaky stuff, and it looked like it was just all done for the camera. People laughing. Yeah, I showed you that video. I showed you it. It doesn't seem like something that's really true. And did you know that newscasters, they don't go out and get their news. They are given the news to read. Newscasters are actors and actresses. They're taught to read the script. I knew someone that worked, they had an account at the news station, and they were saying that the paper is on they're not really even reading from the paper. And it's all acting, and the jokes that they might say, that's in the script. That's part of it. Everything you see, it's all um, um, by design. They don't actually go out and search for the news. They don't. So yeah, that person told me that many years ago. Yeah, it's just saying even people that newscasters talk to on the scene are actors. Yeah, yeah. I understand what you're saying. Yes. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't see that other message, Ro. You said yes. The man who the news talked to that said the shooter was a genius is a. Oh, wow. Are you serious, Acer? Wow. Wow. He's it could, wow. I'm dumbfounded. It just looks so state the T-shirt he's wearing. I don't know. I don't know. Wow. So Asa, did you see the 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 person that interviewed the alleged shooter? Oh, thank you. Oh, wow. Wow, I can't wait to look at it. Yeah, you better gonna watch it. You better gonna watch that. See that? And remember you guys oh, he's on the sex offender registry. Oh God. Wow. Maybe that's why he was talking to the guy. Because he looked young. Grady was his name. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't yeah. I the people just didn't look authentic. And I'm not trying to be insensitive. But that other guy, um the YouTuber that I referred you to, Pearson, Frenshot Pearson. Yeah, he's like a researcher. And yes, he may be involved. You mean the person that interviewed, that talked to the alleged shooter was involved? You mean like uh, to to make it happen? You mean the let me see. Let me hope. Oh, hey, cheeseburger. Oh, wow. Yeah, cheeseburger says, hope you have been well. Keep heads on swivel, everyone. Okay. And knows something up. Everyone. Everyone on knows something's up. Okay. Yes, something's up. Yeah, it's good to see you, cheeseburger. Yeah, it's been a while. Cheeseburger, cheeseburger, right? Yeah, I think something's up. And putting a food scarcity for mothers, we'll call it, I'm sorry, not mother, baby formula. That is so tacky. See, that's making it personal. When you start to affect people's livelihoods in their home on a base level. Base level is to feed your children, your infant. Awful. And if they're sending that milk, that baby formula, to Ukraine, then that's. I mean, I don't want anyone starving, um, but to deny your own American people baby formula to make our babies starve, and then as I said with the this report. This video, it said black colleges offering free tuition to Ukrainians. Yeah, yeah. So should we really all now really start storing food? I mean, I bought like rice and beans, things like that. Uh, dried fruit. Yeah, August I ordered this food online. Um, like you just add water to it and you heat it up. There's a yeah, it has a long shelf life. Yeah, I bought like 4 buckets. It costs a lot of money too. Yeah, it's right over there. Let me show you. Yeah. Ah, okay. Oh, I can turn it like this. Oops. See that? I have 4 of those. See that? 4. Yeah, it's one, and then they're 2 each. Yeah. So I have that if push comes to shove. Yeah, and plus the rice and beans, and I have in storage over there, and some tuna fish. So we call non-perishables. I mean, long shelf life food.
tuna fish, crackers, peanut butter. Yeah, so I have that also. Um, yeah, they're harassing us, and I think they're trying to provoke. See that to put a scarcity with the baby formula, that primarily is going to affect a lot of uh, the poor, those WIC programs, things like that, and that could really rattle a community. And then and then now you have the black colleges in America allegedly offering free tuition. So it seems like it's designed to destabilize the poor, in particular the blacks in America. Um, and maybe, again, it's designed to push us out of the country. I talked about that also. You put enough pressure on certain groups, and they're going to say, I had enough. Like the past 2 years, when you watch the internet, you find that in 2020, that's when a lot of black Americans started to leave and move overseas. Yeah. So this could be a method to force us out. Say, hey, we're going to cut back on baby formula, and you have to compete now for going into college because now we have refugees getting free tuition. They should do that here. I think the system, it goes beyond just giving them free education. When people are upset, when people had enough, and also in some of the colleges, you're not wanted. When I went to college for the very last time, um, I felt I wasn't wanted. And I'm born and raised here. And it was an awful experience. I hated it. I hated my last stint in college, and I wanted to give up. It's like they don't have to say anything to you, but they're nasty people that I went to school with. Some of them really, really nasty. Um, I'm glad when I finished. Yeah. So some people, um, they they're fed up. Some people are harassed on the job. This one lady I was watching, she was originally from Jamaica, and she shared her experience. She moved abroad in 2020. She was getting so she developed high blood pressure because how she was treated, and they were giving everyone else promotions for her, and she would have to go keep on going to the doctors for like she went to a chiropractor, and then she had developed high blood pressure, and she's only in her 20s. I understand though. I understand. Yeah, I understand too well. And some people might look at me and think, well, because of what I look like, that I had it easy. No, to be me and to look like me, it's very difficult in this country. It's very, very difficult. But I'm very thankful that I like to say the powers at large gave me mercy. And the people who I would say that gave me a hard time, they're having a hard time. I'm very lucky how things worked out for me. I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate, and things happen for a reason. I don't know why things had to happen the way it did. I really don't know. To this day, I don't know why. That's why I feel like that I am on this spiritual path because I think the things that happened to me, um,
It doesn't make sense. And I feel that there's something behind the things that have been happening to me, the targeting. Don't you ever feel like something is, I mean, I don't want to sound paranoid, and I don't really mean literally someone staring at you, but don't you ever feel sometimes that there's something that is aware of your presence and is influencing everything that happens in your life? It influences where you live, who's your friend, who's not your friend, maybe even how you treated at home by family, how you treated in school or your job. Like something's above you. Something is manipulating every aspect of your life. Let's say you find the perfect boyfriend or girlfriend, and then something happens, and something interrupts and sabotages it. Do you know what I'm talking about, people? There are people who are their lives are being socially engineered, and there is a movie that even talks about that. That's The Truman Show. Life could really be like that, The Truman Show, and they made it seem ridiculous enough so that you laugh at it. But I'm thinking that it's true. And some of the YouTubers have talked about certain things that happened to them. Um, Again, I don't personally know those individuals, but some people they share their story, and life is what it is. Oh, I watched a movie the other day. Yeah, I bought it. I downloaded it online from iTunes. I saw a movie that talked about oh, what do you call it? How can I forget the name? Well, it was about past life, that people have past lives, and some people remember all their past lives, and it focuses on those people. And those particular people who remember their past life, they have two factions. The ones that don't want to do, be reincarnated, and those people who do want to continue with the life cycles. And that's what this movie was about. And they were to they were able to track down people that were people who knew who were able to recall their past life. Somehow they were able to do that. Um, Some of weird events, like this one person, they had the skill to um, make a samurai sword, and he did this for a so-called friend who, they're like in criminality, and his payment was to be these pills that are for antipsychotic episodes, because the doctors classified him as a schizophrenic, but in actuality he's not schizophrenic. He just remembers his past lives, and I guess what you call a bleed through, that his past life starts to manifest in his memory, and he can hear the dialogue of what happened in his past life, and it was unsettling for him. But either way, uh, that deal went bad. The people that he made the sword for reneged on their promise about the pills that he needed to, to help him cope with the voices and all that in his head. And so they started shooting it, shoot each other, and he gets injured, and the police come, and they report him to someone that, hey, we found this guy. It was a bad drug deal gone bad, and he had this samurai sword, and it's an authentic looking, blah blah blah, and this alerted
the factions, the two groups who have past lives. One who wants to end the past life cycle, the other wants to keep it, and they're both after him. And that's the movie that I saw. I can't remember the name, but the movie is a blend of two movies that came out. The Jason Bourne series, because like in the movie Jason Bourne, there are five movies with Jason Bourne in it, and he was able to recall things, and he didn't remember learning them. So that aspect of that movie they did, and there was another movie. Um, oh, I forget what the other movie was. Mm, I can't remember now, but there's another movie about that, like that reincarnating, and oh, I remember. Um, oh God, I can't stand this when I forget. It's that one something Creed, something Creed. It 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 took place in Spain. Oh, so I think it starts with an R. And the guy, genetics is followed by these factions. There are two groups, two factions. One that wants to uh, keep mankind enslaved, and the other one wants to liberate them. And that's the start of the show, what it's about, to liberate people. And it was this object that they were looking for. And to find the object, you have to find a direct descendant of that person who had this object. And once you find a direct descendant of that person who had this device that could destroy mankind or to save it, that he's tracked down. And yeah, they tracked him down, and it was a great movie. The Assassin's Creed, that's the name. The Assassin's Creed, that movie. I love that movie. I love that movie. So those two movies is what the basis of that other movie that I was watching with the guy who made the samurai sword and all that. Yeah, yeah. I think it just came out or something like that. But it's a relatively new movie. Oh God, I can't remember the name, but it's very good. So I think what's happening that you have people. I think reincarnation, or I should say parallel lives, that it does exist. I believe it does. And the reason for that, I feel, is like when I've mentioned many times on my live streams that sometimes I do my meditation, and I would be seeing things during my meditation, places I've never been to, people that I've never seen, and yeah, it's getting more and more detailed. Like one of the last things I saw was a young guy, looked like a teenager or someone in the early 20s. I believe it was a World War I. That's what I believe the uniform. Again, I'm not a expert with these time periods, but I'm just you know I just kind of look at it, and it seemed like an old, like the rifle or whatever. He had a firearm, and it looked really flimsy, looked real old fashioned, you know. So that's why I think it was something maybe World War I, and he was in uniform, and he was hunched over, and he had his firearm, and he's hunched over, and he's against a wall. He had like a cap on his head, like a metal cap. It was short because he had bangs, very straight hair. It was like a light blonde, and he was in war or something. I couldn't believe it. All these things are happening now. It seems it's recorded somewhere. How else am I able to see this unless I'm doing remote viewing,
But I don't think that they're all things through remote viewing, because some of the things, like the guy in war, that was something from the past. It's not happening now. So I don't know what it is. Let me see here. Dreams are kind of the same. Yeah. Okay, I believe that deja vu is just a part of reincarnation. But when I talk about it, it's our own thing to ponder, and to figure out. Yeah, yeah. This is a proving ground for our souls. I don't know, whatever it is, I don't like it. Yeah, I don't want to come back down here. It's all the same thing. Some things you can't escape, and that's what I'm seeing. Um, Whether you move here or there, people are people, and I can't stand stupidity. I hate it. I hate how we start to hate one another, and we're fighting for money. And money is not a natural thing. Money is not natural. But yet we're working for money. And again, the reason why I'm doing this live stream, because I was thinking, okay, the scarcity with the breast milk, I mean, with the baby formula, and then supplying refugees, giving them free education, free tuition in college. Yeah, it's not of man. This whole system, see, I believe like the indigenous man, they're connected to the land. Don't you notice in these what they call primitive cultures, as some people word it, or uh, the first man, they live in direct harmony with nature. If they kill, is to kill for their food. If they have to cut down a tree, they just cut down enough so they can build their little house. And also in those societies, they don't live that long either. They really don't. They live up to 30 something. I'm twice that. Yeah. They don't live that long. And they understand, like, you notice also in these countries, like, the ground, they don't put cement, what do you call it? Like that turf or whatever. I mean, like cement and all that on the ground. They don't use that. They have the dirt road. And so when I looked at it, I said, boy, it looks so dusty and dirty. They have a different mindset. The indigenous man has a different view of life. They're real practical, they seem. Very practical. They're not they're about living day to day. But I find with this new system that utilizes the banking system, all that, they are about creating an artificial world for you to live in. And the artificial world is expensive, and that is always changing, and that it it increases the intensity of a plastic lifestyle. They're even making plastic food for you to eat. Did you know that in Asia they are creating plastic rice? And I watched a video how to determine if your rice is plastic or not. Different tests. One of them is to uh, put water and have it soak, and the ones that kind of float to the top are the ones that generally, it's plastic. And you can put it in a pan, a frying pan, and turn on the heat on that rice, that plain rice, without any water, and you see it starting to melt and start to stick. They are creating plastic rice and then selling it to native people. It's supposed to help the food shortage. They are creating more and more fake things, and it's just building up. Even like you have people putting on fake boobs, a fake behind, fake hair, and when you utilize these things, it's actually dangerous for your body. You have people putting things on their head, and you see these women with these scabs on their scalp, scarring, because they put in something artificial on them. Yeah, it's a system that's what do you call it, terraforming. They're creating this. They're taking the virgin land and then corrupting it because they want a new system to control these regions. Not knocking Jesus. I know. Okay. Well, okay, I didn't even see your comment. Let's see. Okay. Oh, she's because said, if evolution is wrong, then since the dawn of man we have sinned. Okay, and serenity prayer was redacted in the 30s. Replace Jesus with God since we pray to God, not man. Not knocking Jesus. Okay. Yeah, even with religion. Religion is man-made. And why would God create man and woman and then get angry if, let's say, a woman is wearing something and, like in some societies, a woman has to cover up, like in those Arab countries. Is it because the guy with, his feelings get, whatever, and even has it that if even a part of her body shows, like her foot, she'll be beaten. Why would, and that's their religion. Why would their God design the woman that excites the guy and then punish her for something, a design that God gave to her? God didn't write that book. Human beings did, people, um, beings did. The Creator didn't do this. The Creator wouldn't poo-poo his or her own work, but a system would. Why are holy rollers allowed to exist? Yeah, you have holy rollers. This is a proving ground. It's something. I mean, it's a system. I mean, all these things. Why would you have a God create the woman to look a certain way and then penalize her to look the way she does? It is all. It's a system of control. And whoever who is the star in the Bible is allowed to make money and is allowed to control others. That's not the type of God I would want to follow. I think there is I think this is some type of, what do you call it, assimilation, a computer simulation, because what I'm seeing is being stored somewhere. The things that I see when I'm meditating, it's being stored. I really think that, yeah, this is part of a some type of simulation. Something is being recorded and it's being stored somewhere. And when you do certain meditations, you're able to tap into it. And then when we like what I mentioned today in the dream world, your dreams could be hijacked. Just like today, I was dreaming about someone who I don't even really follow, and it was trying to trick me. And when I said no, it got angry at me, and then its face changed. They no longer looked like that person that I knew. It was somebody else. So I believe things could even attack us during sleep. And again, I was in front of my computer, and so I'm wondering whether, like, your brain is like a Bluetooth. Those Bluetooths that people wear, it's wireless, and you have frequencies, and your brain is picking up certain frequencies. And if your computer is on, and your mind is picking up different channels out there, it might have. I think that it's sneaking through the signals, these low energy beings that invade you in your sleep. I think that's what's happening. Yes, like yes, like we're in God's bad trip. Okay. Okay, we're here to do right over and over till we get it right. um, and that's just it. We'll never get it right. You know, even Buddha. I had read something about Buddha a couple of years ago, and when I read about the life of Buddha, I didn't realize Buddha was an actual person. And then when I was reading why he died, did you know that what actually killed he wasn't what actually killed the Buddha? He wasn't feeling well to start off with. Okay, that was part of the problem. He wasn't feeling well, but someone came to him and offered him a plate of food. He didn't want to say no and hurt the person's feelings. He knew that the food was spoiled, but he ate it anyway. And that's what killed the Buddha. And when I read that, I said, so much for enlightenment. I said, people are worshiping him, and he didn't have enough courage and enlightenment to say, this food is spoiled. And in my enlightenment, I don't believe I should harm my temple, right? I said, wow. Could you believe it? I said, because I was like, I wanted to, follow somebody that's considered spiritual or something like that. I was curious. There's a couple of years back, and I was curious of, trying to find spirituality because I didn't want religion anymore. I used to follow Christianity, but in 2013, the end of 2013, I said no more uh, church for me, but I was still believed in the Bible, and then I had a paradigm shift in the end of 2014, and from that point on, you know, um, I realized that um, what I thought what God was not what it is in my opinion, based on some of the things that I was told and by my experiences. Yeah. Okay. Only one thing is for that. The end is near. Do could hear now as you can. Oh yeah. Do if heaven is real, it's not full yet. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I wouldn't want to belong in something by someone saying, you got to do what I tell you to do. And if you follow the rules, then maybe I'll send you to this place. It's either you're going to accept me or reject me. See, there's always something out there. If that person doesn't want you, maybe someone else will. And even with politics, it's all the same thing. One person says, "Oh, they're bad," and it's not that they're bad. It's just that you two have a disagreement. You have factions out there, and the different factions want to take power over the other. So it's not that they're one's bad and one's good. They're both bad, and they put us in the middle. They're putting us in the middle, and I'm tired of that. I'm very tired. Yeah, I'm very, very, very tired. So this whole system, you have a system now. As I was, getting back to what this original live stream is about, scarcity, and using a formula, and then having a black college to allow Ukrainians to get a free tuition. I think they're both related. And it's used to get us jealous. It's used to get us jealous and fighting one another. And now the black universities here in America is provoking anger and resentment. So what else do they want? To push us out. Remember that video also did last week with the super soldiers? And one of the super soldiers uh, being interviewed in 2013 had said that they want to do, that people told him that he worked for that they want to do the social engineering to provoke a race war and to have black people go back to Africa. So, and once they're there, they're going to do one of two things: either just to exterminate them there in Africa, or to trade them to extraterrestrials. I hope you guys seen the video. And I had uploaded the live stream and talked about those super soldiers, but I showed you the link. I mean, the name of the video on YouTube. And you can watch the whole video on those two guys. One of them in particular did more talking than the other, you know? But it was really eye-opening. And all what that guy was saying in 2013 is come to pass. So it made me feel that, hey, if he was right about that, trying to create this race war and the Back to Africa movement, maybe he's also correct about the extraterrestrial to sell them to other planets. It sounds weird. Do any of you think something like that exists, that what you call aliens from other planets? Do you think that they're selling people to other planets? No American can hack Africa. Oh, that's interesting. Please stay here. I look to the sun. It's proven to be the light of the world. It's proven to be the light of the world. I learned more Hindu. Oh, you're not a Christian. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm just reading the comments now. Something like 1,500 people get into heaven. Imagine how godly you have to be to get in. That's life after life of getting it right. Okay, Christianity teaches you are born in sin. That's a guilt trip to control. And all loving God wouldn't call you a sinner as soon as you are born. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I agree. That Asa said that. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. See, it's okay to think for yourself. I was just like everybody else. I believe what I was told. But I always saw like, how come that the rules don't apply to everybody? The rules don't apply to everybody. And the same system doesn't work the same for everybody. Religion for me doesn't work the same for religion and other people. And you can have the so-called same religion. It doesn't work the same for us. It's not designed to. It's designed to control certain people to behave a certain way, and another group to exploit that. That's why I don't want to follow religion, but I'm interested in finding to try to understand about this thing I've been doing, this meditation thing, and to find what I'm actually seeing. To this day, I don't know what I don't know why I'm seeing what I'm seeing. It is very, very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. So part of it, so that's why I'm thinking, why should I even really worry? Because if this is all just a movie, and we're playing multiple movies uh, that are being played simultaneously. Yeah, we see, I mean, it's being played all the time. This world has multiple layers, and that's what I'm seeing. And I'm no different than anybody else. So why are we fighting? And why should I really care about anything? I mean, I care, but it's, they just want us to be artificial. Okay, I'm going to read this now. I said no American can hack Africa, and that's Cheeseburger. And Asa says the Jews created religion to control non-Jews. They made themselves the chosen ones, and we must worship them to get to their man-made heaven. Yes, yeah, it's made by, yeah, made by this system. Do you But even that, okay. See, the Jews of Europe is not the same as the Jews in the Middle East. Before Israel became a state with what some might call the Arab Jews, they lived in harmony with the what do you call it, Islamic Jews. I mean Islamic Arabs. There wasn't an issue, but when the people from Europe invaded the Middle East and imposed on it, that's when all the attacks started happening around the planet. Okay. Yeah, Cheeseburger says, "Do you know if you are meditating, you might be materializing." Oh, I guess you mean you might be materializing. I'm not sure. Could you elaborate on that, Cheeseburger? That question. Do you know if you are meditating, you might be materializing? I'm not sure what that means. Don't let your dreams become. Oops. I'm sorry. Yeah, you said don't let your dreams become memes. It's not a joke. I don't know what that means. I've heard the word memes, but I don't know what that means. Sometimes what we think becomes real. Maybe I'm just special. Do you mean like a cheeseburger? You mean like if you're thinking of something, it could become material? Is that what you're saying? It materializes? Yeah, I'm not even thinking of anything, and that's what's so weird. Cheeseburger and Acer. When I do my meditations in the morning, like I'm in bed, I just awaken from dreaming or sleeping, and I just lie there in bed, keep my eyes closed, and just look straight into my eyelids, and then I start to see like the video. Okay, meditation is a form of trip. I can't explain it. It's not really of this realm. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna see when I see what I see. I'm not asking to see that. I just have like a blank mind, and whatever comes in. And I notice sometimes it's in clusters. Like the theme is similar. Like a one particular day, everything was with the water, or the ocean, the sand, and that might have been several consecutive, maybe three consecutive um, visions. Like 3 consecutive days, and then maybe another day might be um, like, remember before I used to have see the floor, different ceramic tiles. That was very popular. So I was wondering whether or not I'm someone on the other side who's working in ceramics, or what we call tiling, or construction worker. You have a trip buddy. No, I don't. A trip buddy meaning like a meditation partner. If that's what you mean, cheeseburger. No, I don't have a trip buddy. Oh, okay. What else to say? Important thing is none alone. Everyone experiencing it, even if they don't notice it. Oh, no one. Okay. Important thing is no one alone. No one's alone. Everyone experiences it, even if they don't notice it. Yeah, okay. Interesting. So you're saying that even if if you don't meditate, if you don't see it, doesn't mean that it's not happening. Yeah, I believe that these things might be happening. It has to be always playing. It's like um, it's like something that's just there, and only when you touch it do you see it. It's like it's an active thing. It's only active when you plug it in, when you plug into it. If I don't plug into it, I don't see anything, but it's still there. I guess it's like a TV, like the internet. If I don't press the video button for it to play, it's just there. It's not running, but it's there, and it's accessible. And it's only when I press the button for that YouTube video to play does it play, and I can put on pause. Maybe it's like that. It's like the internet. Maybe what I'm experiencing, there are things already there. Someone created these videos, and our brain could plug into it, and we experience what we experience. Okay, you're saying Cheeseburger says science cannot prove karma real. We all know it's 100% real. And the Acer says It's only when you aren't distracted by life that you can see forward or backward. And that, yes, yeah, you hit it on the head, Asa. Yeah, um, when your mind is more relaxed, I think you could see more. Yep, very much so. I like how you said that. I should try maybe seeing a future thing. Yeah, because when I do it, I just go with the flow. Only once, like I think I shared this. Yeah, I know I shared this some time ago. Um, I did a purposeful meditation. I said to myself, I want to find out about a particular thing, and I saw it, and it scared me. It did. So I really don't do. I I don't really do that anymore because I got scared because I saw it's the matrix. Yeah, yeah. It's a system. It's like YouTube. I look at my screen in front of me, my monitor. Yeah, it's like a YouTube video. Only when you press on it does the video play, and it's not going on. It's just available, and you can play it back. Some people, I guess, learn how to go forward and backwards with these videos. I mean, with the meditation. Yeah, I would like to learn how to do it more purposeful. Yeah, but it can be spooky because you may not be ready for what you see. You may not. You may not. Yeah, keep calm. Yeah, that's the main thing. Keep calm with what you see. Yeah, when I saw that alien, I did I gave a word of intent. That's a better word of saying it. I did a word of intent, what I wanted to look at, and then I saw it. And when I saw that being, I said, "Please don't lift up your head. I'm not ready." Yeah, I saw a being. Yeah, I wasn't ready to see the face. The movers only break the future. Oh wow, we came back. Yeah, it's really weird out there. Yeah, life is something. So I don't know what to do with this. I mean, I should do. Yeah, I want to do a mirror gazing later on today. Yeah, I need to get more focused. I've been on this computer. I was on it all day. I'm being honest. Being honest. Yeah, I'm really trying to get information. It's like I'm looking for something, but I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. But I know it's out there. So I'm just trying to get information. I want to try to think outside of the box. And then sometimes I just turn off everything and then I do a meditation. I do my mirror gazing. I do the mirror gazing. Yeah. So, sometimes I do it. I have to be in the mood to do the mirror gazing. The mirror gazing, you have to be in the right mind to do it. If you're not in the right mind, you can get scared sometimes. Yeah. Smart. Okay, cheeseburger says smart men know they know nothing, or um, or else everything is impossible. Yeah. Stay away from internet. I need to. I need to. I really do. I'm on it all the time, and I have all these books that I want to read. I have all these books, and I got them because I wanted to read them. But I think I'm getting frustrated with the books because, see, the books is someone else's knowledge. I want to get first-hand knowledge. That's why I stopped reading. I want to read them, but it's their knowledge, and I want to get first-hand knowledge from the creator, whatever what it is. Yeah, books are good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. So you know what I'm gonna do? I see that I've been on for 100 minutes. I'm really enjoying this time with you guys. I really am. It's getting dark in the room, and it's getting harder for you guys to see me. We stand on the backs of giants before us. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I want us to be able to tap onto this information. Tap onto things that to get a direct download from the creator. When I saw that orb for the first time, I shared with you a year and a half ago. I had a visitation from an orb. It was a pure white orb. It was like a light ray. You see all the rays of lights coming out from it. It's the size of a marble. And when that occurred, I said, I know that there's supernatural out there. Yeah. So I want to get this information for myself. I want to I want to know because I experienced something that not because someone told me. Yeah. So yeah, I enjoyed this talk, and yeah, start asking yourself questions about this scarcity of this baby formula, and then alongside with black colleges in the U.S. are going to be allegedly they are going to uh, be offering the Ukrainians a free tuition, and I'm seeing that the two might be related. The scarcity because they might be sending the formula to other countries, or they might be hoarding it, and then the black colleges allegedly may be giving free education, tuition to certain groups, and by doing that, it will affect primarily Black America. And is this uh, something that's being done to make Black Americans want to leave, and therefore um, doing that, what that super soldier said about having blacks, force blacks back to Africa and then sell them to the extraterrestrials or to destroy them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Asa says, okay, Spirit, check your email when you can. Have a good night. Yes, yes, I will. Yeah. So do some thinking. What could be the motive behind this scarcity of breast milk, and is it related to Ukraine and uh, black colleges maybe offering this free tuition to promote jealousy and anger to want to leave the country. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Okay, you said I'm not black, but please don't leave. We all have hell of a fight here to go. Yeah, yeah. It's a weird. I don't know what I want to do, but I feel I have to do something. Yeah, I don't feel safe here. I love New York City. I love it here, but it's getting dangerous for me. But whatever would I do, pray on my behalf. I need prayer. Pray for me to get wise counsel. I need wise counsel, people. I need to do the right. I want to do the right thing. I have my little dogs. See, it's easier if it's just me, but I have my three little dogs.
and I don't want them to suffer. You know, if I stay here, I just bite the bullet here. You know, so that's all. I thank you again. This was a fun video for me, live stream for me to do. I appreciate you all, and those of you who wanted to support my channel, you can do so by PayPal and me. I have my PayPal me link on my channel, Spirit Journey channel. On the right side of the banner of my channel is my PayPal me link. Just click on the link, follow the prompts. Any amount would be greatly appreciated. Yes, I appreciate you, whether you give or don't give. I appreciate your time here on sharing your thoughts and make this journey more exciting to me. Okay? Thank you again. And yes, thank you again, Cheeseburger and Acer. Yes. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week. Until next time soon, okay? Take care. Bye bye.